we're doing here is we're about to give away, um, basically, we're going to give you the entry into the Milestone 3 Indiegogo that we did some months ago. Now, the stuff that you can get here can only be, well, you can only get it if you have access to the M3. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away these $1 packs that were all gathered by one of our most famous forum and community members, Maven. And $1 pack, and that gives you access to, let's see here. So this link right there it is. And if you check that out, you'll see all kind of rewards that you can't get anywhere else. All right. Now we have Farrell here as usual, helping out with saying hello to everybody. We have Please Ban Me to back me up with all of the raffles and things like that. So we're about to get this kicked off. And like Grum said, he wants them 10 in rapid succession. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put this little pick random thing, and it's going to make a little notepad underneath the text. Well, yeah, we're going to do 45 seconds, Ban Me. 5 is still best to give people kind of room. Yeah, so there's going to be a little notepad underneath the text. Click on the notepad one time. If you click it twice, it will take you out of the running, so don't do that. Also, once you see the actual raffle thing pop up, try not to text or say anything for a few minutes. Give everybody time to actually see it, because if there's a bunch of typing going on, it'll get missed among the chat. Now, for the record, every now and then someone types anyway. Every now and then they might get accidentally permabanned. I'm kidding. But just watch out for me, okay? So we're gonna start the first one here. We're gonna get back in the swing of it. Man, it's been a while here, Grumps. I feel rusty. I feel rusty.
Well, they're not rusty. They know how this works, and we've got some new people. And of course, you can gift these packs away. That's a great way to get people involved with Ember, is to give a pack to someone who doesn't know about the game.
Absolutely. We want as many new people as possible to be brought into this wonderful community. Partly, because the game is going to be amazing, but also partly because you guys are just great. I just freaking love you guys. So here we go. Please ban me when you're ready. Go ahead and hit that button. Let's kick it off right now. There it is, guys. Click on the notepad right underneath the text. And I wish you all the best of luck. So look out for the extra notepads and other emojis. They are not real. They are traps. And the winner is Joe. This is an explosive beginning to this whole thing today.
Boom! Congratulations, Torg. I'm sure you'll find a good place for that. Okay, let's keep going. We got to keep it rolling.
Let's do another one. Ban me. Hit that button. It's another 45 seconds to try to win.
Just click on the notepad if you want an entry. Multiple clicks just toggle you on and off, so just click it once. That's all you need to do. Do not click on the other emoticons. They are Decepticons.
Not too late there, Red Nutty Guy. Zot171. Excellent. One, ban me. Hit it again. This will be our third one. Yes. Just click on the notepad.
Congratulations, Zot. Zot's actually, I think, I think Zot is a new backer to Ember. I think just last week or something.
Oh, awesome.
And now he's got
Before Zot.
M3. He's got the M3 goodies, which you cannot get currently. He's got the bike. He's got the wings.
There's
Chroma,
also a lot of things you get.
Chroma everything.
That's right. Banmi, if you could go ahead and throw up that graphic of all the different things people get just for Captain Fuzzy.
We are doing raffles right now, so when you see Emberbot throw up a raffle for a $1 pack, the $1 M3 pack was for a previous milestone, and it gets you a bunch of unique custom skins that you see here that Ronin's thrown up, including a vehicle that will never be available in the game again, which is the motorbike, which is a nod to Firefall, our spiritual successor or predecessor, and that is the only time you can get the bike. And of course, these other custom skins are unique to this M3 pack. So it's very worthwhile to enter to get an M3 pack, even if you have bought a new pack over the weekend. And yes, Zot171 helped us find a bug. So that definitely is well appreciated. Thank you, Zot. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to give away we're on a 10-pack roll here. We're going to give away those 10 packs, and we're going to talk a little bit about Ember and some stuff I've learned about how indie publishing works in books and how that is going to translate to games.
Excellent. Also, guys, I forgot to mention this. When you win a pack, send me a private message right away. Let me know who you are so I can make sure to get you all signed up and ready to go.
Oh, so one note on that, Ronan. I was able to have Emily, our programmer, give Maven a bunch of his packs so he can gift them out directly. So if you just want to pass him the list or something like that, maybe you two can work out an efficient way of handing the prize. We're going to talk about vehicles in a little bit here. So let's give out these packs.
That was number 4, Bandy. We're about to do number 5.
Congratulations, Betty. Okay, we're making our way quickly through 10 packs to celebrate our 10K, reaching 10K on the forums.
Okay.
Jeez, Torg. That's okay. Torg's gonna find people for that pack.
Absolutely. He's just holding them for a moment. All right, let's do another one.
All right, so to those of you in the channel, we are doing giveaway packs for Ember. These are dollar packs, and they're just $1, but they come with a bunch of virtual skins and goodies that you can't get.
Betty just got 2 in a row. What is happening?
All right. Someone used the blame Zivus command. He wrote the bot. All right, you know what? Throw up 2 more. Let's Let's do 2 simultaneously. Does that work?
They won't run more than one at a time.
Oh, okay. I want some new names winning packs.
Right?
Gonna have to ask Zivas what he's using for RNG.
Winter.
It's winter.
All right, let's do another one.
Keep going. We got to give away these packs so we can talk some Ember stuff.
Everyone who won a pack but doesn't need it or wants to give it away, go ahead and contact me right after this. I'm going to go ahead and create a direct stream to get rid of these, kind of a runoff for people who won them who don't want to keep them, so we can keep everything moving smoothly.
James, maybe your old profile pic did make it through. I don't know if we used Gravatar or if we're mining that or if we're doing it from the forums. You should be able to change. Fail Ninja, congratulations. Okay, keep going.
All right, let's do 2 more.
2 more packs coming up. You're welcome. Vanilla is always close to my.
Bloody Harbinger. I believe that's the name.
Congratulations, Bloody Harbinger. Now, if you are new and you have a $1 pack, those packs can be upgraded in M3 to get other M3 rewards. It's the only way you can do it. So if you go to my.ember.com and sign in there, once you have your pack, which will be assigned usually pretty shortly after these chief chats in a day or two, then you can actually upgrade those packs to full-fledged packs of the game. But they do already come with tons of virtual goods and the bike that you can't get anywhere else.
All right, I believe that's everyone. So Grums, if you're ready, take it away.
All right. So first up, I got some news. Many of you, since the beginning of the project, have asked for some sort of Patreon-like system where you can. Yes, Knock, you can't hear us? Where we are, and for a long time I was like, well, I don't know about doing anything like that. I don't know if that's going to be, too relevant here. But we figured out a way to add value. So a subscription pack for Ember is going live, and it won't be on Patreon. We've actually coded it into our own website, the my.ember.com website. So what does this pack include? This pack includes it's basically the work in progress of the tabletop game, the novel that's coming out. Actually, I should say series of novels, because there's going to be 3 written at first, and there's also going to be access to the prior build, so not the art build, but the one prior to that. So anybody on the subscription plan gets access to older builds or a older build, while backers get the most current build. And you also get a custom skin, either a weapon skin or a frame skin. And the first one is going to be a weapon skin that's coming out for the plasma cannon. So you're going to see that very soon. In fact, that is launching Monday, and for the price of $7.95, you can sign up to the Ember subscription pack, and it's kind of like a little loot crate. And you're going to get the tabletop rule drafts as they were built, chapter by chapter, and you're going to get the books chapter by chapter, starting with chapter 1. The other thing is you get access to private forums. And in these private forums, you can give feedback on the book, the tabletop, and the game. And we are going to be looking at that just like we did for the Vision book. You also get access to the Vision book. And that Vision book will be updated over time as we further develop the game. So you get basically every IP stuff that we're making, minus all the custom skins and minus the game, of course, and minus the beta and alpha access. But you get development builds of the game that are one build behind, and you get the tabletop rules, you get the living design book, you get the chapters of the novel as they come out, and you get to help us refine those. So, and it's going to be $7.95, and we're launching Monday, and it's a monthly thing. So with just the skin alone is worth more than $7.95. So I think that that's a really good deal for everybody. And we tried to include something for everybody in here.
And that is Monday, this Monday, 4 days from now. Dang.
Yep. Very soon. In fact, I just put the first chapter of the book into Mobi form, so you can download it for Kindle as well as PDF if you don't have a Kindle or an e. So, I came from a writers sort of summit last week, and this was several sci-fi, military sci-fi authors in particular, some fantasy. We had writers for Gears of War 3 and several of the Star Wars books there. Karen Travis, and we had Kevin J. Anderson, who did obviously Dune with Frank Herbert, son, the sequels. He didn't write the original. And it was very illuminating and to be in this room. Also, it was just fantastic to see this. And what they're doing is they're revolutionizing publishing by going indie. They're going direct to Amazon, and they're doing very well. And so this, so everybody wants to everyone was sort of like asking me, well, what about Ember? Like, where's the crossover there and everything else? And so I'm looking forward to actually, I've gotten a lot of advice from them about how to sort of create this, and there is basically going to be a revolution, I think, in game publishing along the lines of what's happening. So the gist of it is that we want to create games that you guys really want. We want to make sure that we're hitting the themes that you guys really want. And one theme that I'm hearing over and over again is, please give us as much of the original Firefall as you can, right? So this is why a lot of people are here, is because they want that spiritual successor to Firefall. So we will be, right now, we're working on tuning jetpacks. We have jetpacks working with the OmniFrame. We are getting some animations in for that. And I'm talking to Justin Hansen, the original designer of the jetpacks in Firefall, so that we can tune them to be very similar to the way they were and to give you that freedom of movement that everybody wants. I also want to say that we have looked at the Firefall abilities, and we are going to put every Firefall ability into this game. Every Firefall ability that you had on a frame will be in Ember.
Hold on.
As
Did you just say every single one?
every single one. I mean, obviously we have to have our own names and things like this, but if it was in Firefall, you can expect it to be in Ember as part of the tech tree. Now, our tech tree is much bigger than Firefall, so you're going to see a lot more variabilities and stuff that you can slot in. And this was my huge takeaway from this indie book conference: is hey, give people what they want. And so I know that, we used to have threads on, gee, what's your favorite ability that you'd like to be see ported over? We're just going to bring all of them over. We're going to bring all of them over, and you'll be able to sit there and mix and match them. So unlike Firefall, where you were limited, you could actually take Crater from an Assault and mix it with the Engineer's turrets if you wanted to. So I think those are some pretty cool things.
Chief chat just became
Um,
like hugely important. I feel like this, like, hold on, what? Jeez.
Well, if you look at and if you it, you know and if you look at the number of abilities there in Firefall, there weren't actually that many. So I was looking over that list and going, why can't we just bring all of this over? And so we're going to do it. We're going to bring all of it over. So your favorite builds from Firefall, you should be able to recreate in Ember. So that's the first thing. Give people what they want. They want Firefall. The other thing that people want um, are some new themes and some tropes. They want sort of the direction we're going with military sci-fi, and the direction we're going with frames, and the direction we're going with sort of the exosuit mecha theme. And they want to hunt giant kaiju. They want to hunt giant monsters. And so to attract a new crowd, not just the Firefall crowd, we're going to make sure people know about that. I mean, that's always been part of Ember. It's in the Vision book, but our marketing really hasn't honed in and emphasized that. And so we're really going to go after sort of the military sci-fi aspect, the invasions, the warfare, and the fact that you're hunting down these giant kaiju. And of course, you're using the drops from the kaiju in order to go into the research tech trees and to build up from there. So how's that sound so far? Are we hitting the right marks here? Good. This is given me a very powerful tool to sort of emphasize correctly the themes of the game that are in the Vision book, and how to lay them out. So that was the takeaway from that. And the other takeaway is that indie's the way to go. And the other thing that we took away from that is you need more frequent drops to your users. That when you sell these books, what these guys are doing is they're coming out with a book a month. They are coming out with a book a month on in order to satisfy uh, people's appetites, because people are binge readers. People are used to Netflix binging series, and so you're going to see more frequent drops from us. They may not be as polished as the art demo. They could have some test pieces in there or some gray levels, but we're going to get you out builds very quickly. And the next build that's coming out is the terrain build, and you're going to have that in 2 weeks. So there you go. Things are picking up.
Chief chat is crazy important. What happened? You just throwing bombs right now.
I am energized. I am rejuvenated. And if you haven't seen, because John got asked, where is this money going to? It's going to the fact that we're late, and it's going to things like multiplayer, right? So basically, the additional runway and the additional time lets us keep the lights on and things running. And we want to basically, and if you haven't seen it yet, multiplayer is up and running. And John Galt did provide some matchmaking code for that on Steam that was served as a template for what we used. But Ben had put together the multiplayer demo, and we were working on that. And we are also doing some more work on some things I can't talk about yet. But with most of the art done, animation is the final bottleneck, and so we're going to be using our mocap suit that you guys funded, and we are going to be adding some additional animations that I want for some of the creatures. And so you're going to see a multi-pronged approach here. You're going to see more frequent builds for us. You're going to see the subscription system go live on Monday with additional IP, stuff that you haven't seen before. The Crixa tabletop rules, and they're initially going to ship with background all the way up to just character stat generation. But you can give us your feedback on that in the private sessions and the private sections of the forum. And you can also do the book chapters. So you'll be getting those as they are written. And one thing that we might do in the future is maybe an anthology with some of these writers that I met. So we'll sort of we've created the universe of Ember, and maybe we'll let some of these authors play in it to sort of create an anthology of short stories or something. There's a lot of possibilities here. But what you're seeing here is the theme that we are taking the IP and we're branching it out in multiple directions and unifying what we had before. So obviously, Crixa, the tabletop game, goes into that and everything else. More subscription profits would be better. It would allow us to do more things. I would like to do more things. So, for example, for the military sci-fi stuff, I don't want to hold back. I really want the flexibility to go kind of crazy and have fun and not take the IP all that seriously, and yet not go as crazy as, say, Earth Defense Force, right? For those of you who have played it, Earth Defense Force is completely off the hook. EDF does crazy stuff, and I've heard people here say they want EDF. So what I want to do is to raise enough money where we can actually, in the demo, show some additional things like we were planning for post-launch, i.e., I want to show that this is an actual military that's fighting against giant kaiju and ridiculous types of giant kaiju of all kinds that are demolishing base buildings, and that you are fighting back not only with your exoframe suits, but with the tanks that we wanted, the aircraft that we wanted, and giant mechs. That's right, you heard me. Giant mech.
I work out and I'm fit, but I might have a heart attack with all this stuff today. Good Lord.
People want it. People want the theme to go all the way. How can we have giant kaiju if there aren't giant mechs to go up against the giant kaiju?
I hear you.
So obviously, the way these things will spawn is we have a system where not everything is spawnable unless there is, for example, an invasion, and it's got to be a certain category of invasion to warrant for basically the Archleech families to authorize a giant mech being deployed. Then someone has to have been crazy enough to pour all the resources in to build one of these things. I don't know if that's going to be an individual or if it's going to be an army, but it's going to be like a capital ship in Eve. You know how big a resource sink that is. And so you'll end up deploying that thing, and and this is what I want to do. So help me do it. I want to get crazy. The subscription plan is part of that because we don't have any art budget left. So I want to get it in there and I want to show it off for the Kickstarter. And no, by Archleech I mean the story version of the Arch. The Archleeches run the different Ichizoku families that comprise the Gate Striders. So it's a bunch of clans basically. And when I say the Archleech have to approve it, I mean the story-wise. That's the justification for, hey, this invasion, we're not going to authorize such expensive war machines because that would be ridiculous. So, I mean, this was always the dream for Firefall, is to have this sort of like multi-vehicle, multi-front combat. And in order to do this, I would like to pitch this because I think it's really going to appeal to the military sci-fi people, the planet side people, and everything else. All right, so that's a lot of news for Ember. I think we need to give away another 5 packs.
Oh, okay. Look at that. He knocks me out and then he wants me to get up and like be useful again. Hold on. Okay. All right, everybody. For those who don't know, we're about to give away 5 packs, 5 $1 packs, brought to us by brought to us by Maven, one of our great community members. And what these are is the only way to get into the milestone 3 rewards. So what you're going to do is you're going to see a little notepad under some text from the Ember bot. You're going to click on that, and that's going to put you in the running. Click on it one time. If you click it twice, it will take you out of the running. So don't do that. All right. But you're definitely going to want this because there's so many good things. We're going to go ahead and post the graphic again of all the different stretch goals that you get. Right on, the raffle started. Look, oh, that's it. What is that?
That is not a real raffle. But should we count it? Let's count it anyways. All right, the winner is Kinem. You have won my chair. No, you get a $1 pack. You get a $1 pack.
All right, coming up here in just a second, we're going to run another one. Everybody be ready. And let's see here. Where's that graphic? Yeah. All right. Those are what you get automatically just for getting that $1. And after that, you can go ahead and upgrade to all kind of good stuff that you can't get anywhere else.
The last one was for real too. We'll honor that one. Okay, so this is the only way to get some of the cosmetics in the game, and we're going to give away 5 of these packs. Upgrading is very kind of different, Yappy. It's similar to when we had tiers in Firefall, but it's different because what there is a giant research tech tree, and the more resources you pour in, the more branches of resources you can unlock, and then you can craft the recipes that you unlock from there. And by contributing resources to bases that have research facilities, you can increase the speed of your research. Yes, it's much more like early Firefall, the design that I presided over before all of it was changed.
All right, another raffle coming now here. I think if everybody knew the kind of big news that was coming today, we would have twice as many people in this cheap chat.
Well, that's why we do this on video, right? We're gonna
Right.
upload that video pretty. Icy! Congratulations.
Very cool. Remember, when you win, go ahead and send me the message directly so I can make sure that it actually gets logged in.
So if we do get enough momentum to do the tanks and the aircraft and the giant mech, then of course we will have to do the Twitch controls the giant mech viral marketing that we've been planning. You guys remember that, where Twitch gets different people get to control different limbs of the giant mech, and it's kind of like co-op, and you see what happens if they can learn to cooperate to walk together. I think it would be a great marketing thing, actually. Maybe we'll have different channels for different parts. So there'll be the I'm the feet channel, and I'm the arms channel, and I'm the head. No, I don't mean in-game. That's not really the way the giant mech would be controlled.
Another giveaway? Ban me, go ahead and hit it.
Yep, so we're doing $1 giveaway packs here. Go ahead and join the raffle by clicking on the icon. So the other thing I want to talk about is a little bit of the art style, because the Thumper and the Omniframe are kind of a anime art style. And I know some of you like a little more military stuff, a little more of the front mission type stuff, or even some Mech Warrior style stuff. And so I think what you're going to see with our skins that we're going to loosen up a bit, that we are going to let you have, if you want a more Mech Warrior look to your mech, you can. If you want a more anime look to your mech, you can. We're going to loosen up on the art direction here so that we can basically everything that I learned from this conference was, you know, don't be so uptight and let people have fun with the genre. So we're going to let people have fun with the genre. Yes, we can do it from different manufacturers. Thank you, FCM. We can borrow that idea from Firefall and have different corporations, and the different corporations have different looks to their mech. So for the male and female, we are also doing some tweaks, but this, I don't know if we can do this beforehand or afterwards. It depends how much support we get from you guys. We want to go a little bit more stylized, so a little less photorealistic, going with more stylized hair because we want waifus and husbandos. We would like them to be a little more appealing stylistically to the weeb crowd like me. Not full on anime, but but more stylized. I don't know if anybody would be upset by that if we changed the look a little bit, but we definitely want rule 34 of this stuff. So I would like to have the flexibility to change the look of the current male and female to be a little more rule 34 friendly. Well, there goes Toshi. Evil Kitten, the change is going to be post Kickstarter, but what my hope is that the subscription plan and our redialing of our marketing lets us actually do some of this pre Kickstarter, because it would be weird to show our more realistic male and female during the Kickstarter, but then have these other variants later. But maybe that's not a problem. I don't know. We'll see. No, you. So we had this talk last chief chat, and we're just going with our own hosted servers. So basically, you'll be playing on our servers, and you can't rent your own server or anything like that. Evil Kitten has been a long time, so that's the other thing I learned from these guys is don't get hung up on perfection. Like, I was really waiting for the art to be where I wanted it to be. And I think what's more important is that we get builds into your guys' hands rapidly. So you can expect that it may not be as beautiful looking. Like, for example, you might get a movement demo that is a grade test level block rather than full on terrain. And you could get terrain that has placeholder stuff in it, but we want to just basically get more builds into your hands more frequently, because that's where the real excitement is. When you guys get new builds, that's when you feel like there's real progress. You can see it, you can touch it, and so let's do it. Let's make that happen. Terrain demo in 2 weeks. Subscriptions go live Monday. And if you subscribe, you get the older builds. So what happens is, if you subscribe and we come out with the terrain demo for backers, then you would get, as if you were just a subscriber and not a backer, you would get the previous art demo. So you'd be one build behind. And you don't have access to the alpha, beta, or the game or anything like that like backers do, but you do get access to development builds. Well, I think that did we give away 5 packs already? That went quick.
I think we may have ended up stopping a little bit short because all this crazy new information. Yeah. Okay, let's do another one. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Let's
Ben.
do it. Yeah, subscriptions are completely apart from milestone funding. So, even if you're a max at the $1,500 level, that doesn't cover subs. Subs really are, a lot of it is access to different stuff. It's access to the tabletop rules as they are written, so you can participate in their development. It's access to the book, chapter by chapter, month by month, as it's written, so you have access to that. Um, and it also is a sort of custom skin sort of thing. So every month you get a drop on a different custom skin. You can subscribe at the my.ember.com site on Monday. So if you go to my.ember.com, the packs will be there, and I'll do a little launch announcement on it too, so everybody will know.
Ratchet, congratulations. You have won a $1 pack. Go ahead and send me a direct message. I'm Ronan, and we will make sure that it gets to you. All right, Bambi, go ahead. Hit the last one.
Okay, so I've talked about a couple of different looks. So I said that for the mecha, you could expect two styles. You can expect sort of the anime style we have now, and then I also want to create skins that are more military style. So more like front mission basically. And those are the two styles. For the characters, that would be a complete switch over because we should be changing shaders and the way we do hair into something that's just more stylized overall. And we're not talking anime characters here, but we are talking about more stylized characters with more stylized hair and less photorealism on the characters and more emphasis on just fun looking characters that you'd like to play and um, not fully stylized, but definitely not the photorealistic stuff we were doing. Yeah, I know some people really dig a different mecha look, and so I want to make sure we hit that. And this is probably going to be, unless we're able to, raise enough funds, this is probably going to be post Kickstarter, which means we won't be able to show this stuff for Kickstarter. But it really depends on how well the subs do and how well packs do in order to do this. Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to show the stylized characters. I'd like to show the anime versus military versions of the frames. I'd like to show the tanks and the air vehicle. I'd like to show the giant mecha. And I'd like to show a base being destroyed by a kaiju in a big effing battle between the mecha and the giant mech. So that's what I would like to do. But we will do this at least post Kickstarter. But I really want to do it beforehand, and that all depends on you guys. The nice thing is that we have the art for the original scope ready to go. And so we're working on terrain, we're working on jetpacks. We are working with the original Firefall designer on those jetpacks. So I don't have an ETA on KS. Let's see how we do on subs. Let's see how we do on packs that come out here. Then I have to make a decision if we're going to do KS with or without the additional goodies that we wanted to show. But part of the reason I just haven't sensed a lot of excitement about our character design so far. So I wanted to push it to a more stylized realm because everyone keeps asking me for naval and wife. So I was going to save that for another game, but I'm thinking, why not why not why not do it now? Schmucky would like the option to keep the realistic character. I don't think we're gonna go full on cartoon like Firefall, but I don't know yet. I mean, we kind of have to explore the visual style. I think that maybe you'd see it more like, say, how it looks in Overwatch. 100 Smiles, the character art's been out for a while, but you're right about the story. And so, one thing that's going to happen in the design book is there's a little bit of story about how the Tsihu were discovered. That actually changes a little bit in the novel. So, there's going to be a little bit of a retcon there so that we can build more characters into the lore. There's going to be a lot more characters, a lot more story because of the books that are coming out, and that's going to make its way into the game. Well, okay. So let me clarify, Shmucky. The military look of a frame is not a stylization. So I don't want to confuse people. The look of the frames isn't changing. We're not going to go cartoon shader for the world or anything like this. We're not going to start looking like Borderlands. We're not going to be a Firefall clone. The Omni frame, the terrain, all that stays the same. The When I say the style of the mech, I'm really talking about, does it look more like, like it's got tank armor plating on it, or does it have more swoopy curves like anime? And so what I'm saying is that you can have a chunky Titanfall looking or front mission looking mech skin for your Omni frame if you want. We're going to provide those options, but that doesn't automatically make it cartoony. People are confusing two different things. So the look of the game isn't changing, but our characters, they're still going to be in a photorealistically rendered environment, but we're going to push the style of mainly their faces a little more so that they look a little more stylized, and their hair, so that, and give them outfits that are more varied so that you can get this sort of like, you know, uh, variety going in the character. Yeah, I think people are gonna have to see the art to understand, but please don't come out of this cheap chat thinking, "Oh my God, they're gonna go toon shader on everything." No, that's not what I'm saying. The look is not changing. The stylistic differences I'm talking about in the mechs is really a difference of, say, Titanfall and Mech Warrior versus what we have now, which is much more anime. Well, yeah, your hitboxes can change. If you're in a bigger mech, you're gonna have bigger hitboxes. So, but one thing I found is, after obsessing years over trying to make hitboxes equal, we're not a competitive game. This is the PvE game. And even in competitive games, no one seems to care anymore about the size of hitboxes. They compensate with the ability system and everything else to sort of make up for it. So, yeah, actually, Toshi, can you put up the more stylized stuff that we've been talking about? Does Toshi have image posting permissions? Yes, there will be first person in the mech. You can switch between first and third in Ember, just like Fire. Shared media. Okay, let me grab it out of shared media and drop it in here. Or actually, Ronan or Please Bammy, can you help me out and grab it from shared media and drop it in? Remember, we're not a PvP game, so if you have a small character, we can compensate. The AI is just going to pick on you more, maybe. Okay, so for those of you who missed it, we are giving you guys what you want and what I want too. We are going to have more waifu and husbando style characters because people love to collect that stuff. So you can collect different little people basically to be your pilot and switch between them. And she is wearing the new Founder G suit, which is part of the newcomer pack. So if you get the newcomer pack, you get that new Founder suit. And the other things we're doing is, you guys want Firefall, so we're going to make sure the jetpacks are pretty close to the way they were in Firefall, because I think that worked pretty well. and I think that everyone's distracted by the waifu. No one's listening to me.
Toshi, are you sure you don't have permissions here in the main? If you don't, I'll figure out why and go ahead and fix that, because you should, but you know.
Oh no, you don't know what you're doing. Don't do it. No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Let him have it. So yeah, more Firefall. We're going to take every ability from Firefall and we're going to put it into the game. And we're going to take every weapon from Firefall and put it into the game. So you could build something very close to what you had in Firefall. Because that's why you're here. That's why you guys backed this project. So we're going to do it.
Are you toying with me right now? Are you talking about like mobility cat style?
You can do it.
Oh my goodness.
We're bringing it all over. The
I
thing I learned, and this, you've got to satisfy the tropes of your genre, and the genre here is Firefall. So we're going to bring that.
think I'm crying right now. It's terrible.
Oh, the promotional idea. So let me go down the list because okay, so we're going to bring the weapons of Firefall in. We're going to bring the abilities of Firefall in. Plus, we're adding a ton more, and you can mix and match them on your frame. So unlike Firefall, you're not stuck with the set of abilities that the Assault had. You could actually go ahead and mix your Crater with a healing beam, for example. That's one crazy possibility. Because we do not do PvP, we can do stuff like this. We can have you have really kind of wacky, fun builds because we don't have to sit there and go, well, if we did that, then we'd really screw our PvP balance. But if people wanted one fun, wacky dueling in their spec'd out frames, that's a possibility too. All right. So we don't plan on supporting VR right now just because it's a huge pain in the ass for frame rate and everything else. So we have no plans for VR right now. But I don't know. We'll look in the future because the Unreal Engine has built-in support for VR off the bat, and it's really, really good and kind of seamless. But you know, there's a whole host of issues that comes with developing VR. So we'll see what happens. No PvP. We've been saying that since the beginning. We don't really. Our concentration is PvE. If PvP comes on later, we have to deal with the issues that we just basically let you create these really wacky builds that you're having fun with. So if we did PvP in the future, it would probably look different. We'd probably have to lock out certain sets of abilities and other things. So this is really co-op PvE. There's a little bit of a competitive nature because guilds do compete for standing on how much resources they donate and things like this. But yes, we want to get crazy. We want you to be able to get vehicles, and we always wanted you to have vehicles. And now we want you to have giant mechs too, and we want that to be like a capital ship in Eve, something that you really got to like pour a lot of resources into. And I would like to show this off before the Kickstarter, but that's really going to depend on, you know, can we spike the funds in order to do this? If not, we'll still do it. We'll just do it after the KS or put it into a stretch goal. The Mecha is piloted directly. The giant mech, Robert, yeah, I mean, it's just like Planet Side. You're going to be hopping into whatever vehicle you feel like. We will know when we have the beta and alpha versions after the Kickstarter. Depends how much we raise. That determines the timing. All right. I want to give away another 5 packs here at the last 5 minutes of the chat. So take it away, Ronan.
Another 5 packs. For those of you who are new, these are $1 pack giveaways to the Milestone 3 that we had on Indiegogo some months ago. You're going to get access to all kinds of stuff that you cannot get anymore. A graphic. So here we go. One of them's already popped up. It didn't work. Wait, what? What's going on? All right. So in just a moment here, please, Van is going to go ahead and put up a little amount of text underneath it. There'll be a notepad. Click on the notepad one time. That will put you in the running. Do not click it twice. If you click it twice, it will take you out of the running. Nobody wants to do that. And also, guys, once you see it, please refrain from chatting for just a moment to make sure everybody has a chance to see it. There it is. Click on that notepad. Anime butt. Cat ears are more or less guaranteed at some point.
Absolutely, cat ears. Absolutely.
Can we get like a thickness slider for the female? I'm just kidding.
Well, since the idea is that it's like Fortnite, you buy skins if you want different looks, and so yeah, there could be thicker ones, wrote in to accommodate your bigger office.
Well, it's all about the impact. Never mind. Anyway, everybody, we're going to do another raffle here to see who's going to win this time. Congratulations to looks like Black Friday. No, Bambi, go ahead and hit that button. Excellent. Click on the notepad just one time.
Winter, we could have Firefall battle frame style G suits, except for the clunkier ones, because the clunkier ones wouldn't fit inside. Like the big feet wouldn't really fit in. Oh, I guess we could hide it when you go inside the frame. But I don't know. You got me thinking, Winter. Yes, Smug, I think so. But I've often liked the idea of stylized characters in a more photorealistic world. To me, that kind of stands out in a really pleasing way to me. Maybe we'll try that.
Didn't you just win one of these? All right, guys, we're going to do it again. Banmi, hit the button. Let's keep it rolling.
Have you seen the Tihu grappling hooks, Iona? Where they can grab you out of the sky while you're jetpacking and slam you to the ground? We had that in an early prototype. The Tihu have that. I don't see why players, if they can research it sufficiently, couldn't unlock something similar, because it looks so much fun. Thanks, John. Yeah, we could do something like hide bone by name to get rid of the clunky feet if you get into a frame. But that would be a good way to do it. I'm Chew Toy. Congratulations.
Love that name. All right, let's do another one. Banmi, hit it when you're ready.
I know, Iona. I love Attack on Titan. Is season 3 good? I haven't watched it. John, when you hide the bone, and this is not an adult reference, but when you hide the bone in Unreal, how does it? What part of the mesh does it hide? How does it know? Is it by waiting? Are the waifus going to be 3D printable? You know, I think maybe that's something that we'll put the files up and we'll sell them online. It would be like buying T-shirts. If you'd like to 3D print your waifu, you can go download the file and then send it off to Shapeways. And Toshi will personally make all 1 million prints that will be ordered off his one printer. Ah, interesting, John. I'll have to check that out. Because I think you'd want it to be posed. So for the different skins, we could pose them, and then yeah, we could make them like a downloadable purchase. All right. Any more dollar packs we giving away?
Let's do one more. Bambi, hit it.
Let's do it.
Also, to anyone who is new here, when you win these $1 packs, the way we give it to you is through our site, myember.com. So if you haven't already got on there and signed up, go ahead and do that. So we can get you going with your pack, and you can check out and see if you want to upgrade and see what's what. Thank you, Grumps. Everybody, I believe that we've got the last one coming here in a few seconds. Winner is Dazzle. Very sparkly.
Congratulations, Dazzle.
Oh no.
All right. So, what do the winners need to do? What's the process here?
All right, guys. Anybody who won, I want you to send me a direct message right now, right here on Discord. I am Ronan. You can see me over on the side there. And just let me know who you are. Give me your email address that you use to sign up on myember.com, and we will get it to you straight away. Also, make sure you've signed up on myember.com. As I just mentioned, you need to have your profile set up over there. It takes only a few minutes. It's not a big deal. It's very easy. Do not listen to Toshi for any reason, and get yourself set up as soon as you can.
All right, guys. So we dropped a lot of information today, too, on the 10K milestone for forum unlocks. We need more people to sign up to Ember prior to Kickstarter. We would also like to hit visually some of these goals before the Kickstarter. The only way we can do that is if our subscription plan goes well, if people upgrade their packs, or if new people come in. So please help get the word out. We would like to do this for the KS. We're making a big push here. We're going to have every weapon from Firefall, every ability from Firefall. We are going to have giant mechs. We are going to have tanks that we wanted to have, the planet side stuff that we wanted to have. We want to have a giant kaiju destroying a base, and we would like to show this stuff for the Kickstarter. So the other thing we learned is more frequent builds. You guys are going to get test builds more frequently. They may not be as polished or pretty, but we want you guys to feel part of the process. And the last bit of news is subscriptions go up Monday. They will, every month, you'll get a new chapter draft of the novel that you can help us, edit and continuity check, just like we did the design book. You will get the design book. You will get the design book updates after this month. We'll have our first update after that. You are going to get the tabletop rules for the Crixa Space Adventure, Space Opera RPG that we're building. You will get that chapter by chapter as well, and you will be able to give feedback, and we'll probably also start, or when we have a critical mass of rule, some playtest sessions as well. So the other thing you get with the subscription is a skin of the month. So skin of the month gives you things. The first thing that's coming up is a skin for the plasma cannon weapon. So these will be unique. You are not going to find them again, and so you can collect them by being a subscriber. And the subscription is only $7.95. $7.95 gets you all of that, gets you access to all of our IPs in development, gets you access to private forums to discuss it, and that is going live Monday. All right. Thank you all for joining us. This was a great Chief Chat. I hope you like all the new info that came out here. And there's going to be a ton of lore going into the game because of these books. That's going to be something. I'll tell you, we got some stuff planned for the story. I'm excited. You might see some recycled themes from Firefall stories that were abandoned in beta. Some of those themes might come back. Who knows where we'll take it? But since it's a serial episodic thing, you guys are going to be able to sort of give me your ideas for where you'd like to see stuff to go in the subscriber only forum section. All right, guys, thank you very much for Chief Chat. This has been wonderful. I am re-energized. You guys have really picked me up here. I was tired from the week, but now I am just amped, especially since we've got a terrain demo to ship in 2 weeks. All right, guys. Catch you later, and thank you once again.
Okay, I don't know about the rest of you, but holy crap, that so much new, huge information just got dropped today. I mean, what are we even going to do with ourselves? So it looks like Ember is coming up to a whole nother level. I'm excited. You're excited. This video will be posted as soon as we can. Give us a few days. And guys, just thank you for being here. I'm at a loss for words. And if you know me, that's a rare occasion. All right, guys. So until next time, Deep Strike!
We're committed to making Ember a real game, and the tremendous support that you've shown is making it happen. Thank you.